Hey everybody, I hope you guys are doing great today. What we're going to do is something that I just didn't realize. Playing all these years, I didn't realize that this minor chord that I'm going to show you fits perfectly over a pentatonic position. I know a lot of us have played the first position forever and then we just kind of feel stuck sometimes. So today what I'm going to do is show you guys this really cool trick using this minor progression and showing you how the root minor chord fits perfectly over this position. It's kind of mind-blowing to think about it, and it really shows how the scales and the chords interconnect. It's just really a cool representation. Let's get started on this and let me show you guys what I'm talking about. My name is Shane. Here we go. So learning this trick is really going to break you guys out of a pentatonic rut. Instead of just playing this one position here all the time, you're going to be able to start moving over the neck more, and it's really going to give you guys some cool mileage to start breaking out of the same position, exploring new areas of the neck when you're playing. This is going to be something that's really cool. This is going to be over a blues, but it's going to be an 8-bar blues with some quick changes. I know like a lot of you have played the pentatonic scale many times, but maybe you've never ventured out too much into the other positions. So this whole thing is going to be over D minor. So if you check this out right here, it's just your typical D minor bar chord with the root being right here on the 5th string. And what this is something that is just crazy awesome that I never realized. So when you play this, you can all of a sudden play the pentatonic scale really easy right here. So what it is it's the 4th position pentatonic scale, and it looks just like this. So you guys might think, wait, that looks kind of like the 1st position pentatonic scale. And you're right, there's a few notes that are a little bit different. The 1st position would look like this. This is in D minor. Now if we go back here to the 4th position, it looks like this again. So what happens are the notes are just in different spots. Instead of maybe right here where you would start with the D, the root note is actually inside here. So here's the other really cool thing. So when we're playing this, how awesome is that? It's right there, the chord connection is right here. What I've done is I've made a little backing track. It's going to be blues, like I said, it's an 8-bar, but we've got a couple different chords in here. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you guys how to navigate through these by using this 4th position and then adding an extra note from the D major scale. So essentially what we're going to be doing a little bit is mixing and matching scales, both minor and major. So we've got D minor, and then we've got an A7, and then it goes down to a G7, and then back to the A7, and then the D minor, and then it walks up to a B flat and a C, so that would be 6 and 7 chords. So essentially what it is again is goes back here. So essentially what I'm playing is a 1, 5, 4, 6, 7. So this is a little bit of a jazzy flair to the blues, but in an 8-bar blues there's always quick change chords and it really works good. This whole scale works perfectly until you get to the A7 chord. When you get to the A7 chord, there's a couple of notes that are missing right here. So if you notice, this pentatonic scale does not include the E note right here. Well, we need that note because we're missing it. So you could play it like this instead, and it'll work, but I like to target this note right here. This is a E note, so it's here, there, or it's also here. So what this allows me to do is then borrow or add a note from the D major scale. So the D major scale looks like this. So this is D major 4th position, just to be clear. Well, looky there, there's my note that I need. So I'm going to borrow that whenever I play over this A7. So I'm going to do this. Okay, so my backing tracks, chord diagrams, tabs for this lesson is going to be available on my Patreon page if you check it down here. So here's a little example playing with the 4th position, adding the D major scale, but mostly using the D minor 4th position pentatonic scale. Okay, so hopefully, as you can see, me showing you these cool examples, being able to start playing in the 4th position really opens some doors for you. It allows you to start moving across the neck. So now what I'm going to do is show you guys some cool triads up the neck with the same chord progression, but we're going to play it over the 1st position pentatonic scale. Like I showed you at the very beginning, the D minor 1st position, which is going to be here, starting on this root note, D minor. So we're going to play some triads here. So this is going to be D minor, and then we're going to play the next one, which is A7. I always put this here because this is actually A, but I know how to get there easily, so I just put it there because that's a familiar shape for me. So you technically just need these. This is going to be your A7, and then you're going to go here. So this is on the G note right here. That's going to be your G7, and back to your A7, and back to your D minor. And then watch this. You just take this middle finger, you put it right here. This is going to be B flat, and then C. So again, you got D minor, A7, G7, D minor, and then B flat and C. So check this out. All that stuff is right by this position. So you can mix and match these. So after you get done playing here, you can come up here, and it just makes some really cool solo options. I hope you guys are seeing the light here of how these chord connections are working with the scales. It's just something that's really cool. But the light bulb moment for me was when we started playing the D minor up here, and I realized that 4th position is right under your fingertips. So let's put all these together in a little track. Okay, so when you start bridging this stuff together and you start seeing these chord connections between the pentatonic scales, adding some other notes to it, that's what really sets people apart from playing just boring solos and playing boring scales whenever they start piecing things together and moving up and down the neck. I think this is going to be something really cool you guys should really start incorporating into your playing. You guys have a super day. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.